Dorothy was overjoyed to see that she'd created so much chaos and animosity within Patricia's family. Just one more thing that she could lord over her sister. All right, she said patronizingly. Let's all calm down. We're all family. A little disagreement now and then is okay, but this, I will not stand for it. And I cannot be around this negative energy any longer. Satisfied, she picked up her expensive coat and walked out of the room like a triumphant rooster. They could hear her high heels clacking down the hallway. Celia sighed. She felt like nothing had gone right today. Chad, I think you should leave, she said. Chad wasn't the most perceptive, but he could sense that Celia was not in a good mood. It would be no use arguing with her. He turned around and said, Call me if you need me. I'll get the surgery arranged for as soon as possible. After saying his goodbyes to Celia and Patricia, he turned around and glared at Chase with disdain before walking out of the room. Patricia remained with Chase and Celia for a while longer until she finally felt uncomfortable and left. At last, Celia and Chase were alone. The room was very quiet. It felt like forever since he'd been able to spend time with her uninterrupted. He sat down on the bed next to her and said, I know it's been hard on you. Celia began to cry. Encircling his arms around her, he picked up a tissue and began to wipe her tears as they fell onto his shoulders. Her shoulders shook from sobbing as she cried. I can't keep defending you. You know as well as I do that my family doesn't like you. I'm too tired to keep pretending. I understand, baby girl, he replied, gently touching her back. I want to believe you, she said softly. You said you just needed some time. That you'd be different. That soon we'd have a future we always wanted. I hope you're not lying to me. I'm not lying, he said firmly. My heart belongs to you, she said, fighting back her tears. But I cannot continue to be disappointed. I want to go to parties with you and hold your hand proudly. I want to be able to shout from the rooftops that you are my husband. I promise you will, he said with tears in his eyes. I promise that I will take care of you. I will see to it that I'll make things right with everyone who's ever wronged you or made you feel less than. She sighed. I'd like to be alone, she finally said. He nodded, kissed her forehead, and left. Outside in the hospital's entryway, Chase ran into Chad, who still hadn't left yet. He raised his eyebrows and looked at him and asked, What are you still doing here? Chad's face was all smiles. Chase, do you know what I see when I look at you? Nothing. Less than nothing. You're more pitiful than a squash spider on the sole of someone's shoe. Chase didn't say anything. You're an embarrassment, Chet continued. I don't know how you get out of bed in the morning. You even embarrass your wife in front of her family. Celia is a rare woman, and yet you make her suffer such grievances constantly. You really are useless. The corner of Chase's eyes twitched. Chad couldn't stop berating him. When you were in university, you were brilliant. You had such potential. You made Celia fall for you. His voice became louder. But I've never been convinced. Other than a lot of talk, you appear to have nothing else. Years have passed and the truth is right in front of me. You have no use. You cannot give Celia a good future. He paused before finally getting to his main point. The only one who could give her a good future is me. Chase's reaction was slow. He looked at Chad like he was looking at a clown. Do you really think Celia would fall for you? Chad laughed. In the past, I might have not dared to say that. But now, I am confident in that fact. I have more money than you, and I can take care of her needs. Compared to you, I am a good catch. Chase's eyes grew cold as he stared at him. You really think you're awesome, huh? Chad became more serious. The smile faded from his face. I'm not perfect, but thankfully you've set the bar pretty low. Chase appeared unfazed. He simply said, some people only see what's in front of them, and those people think that the world is only as big as themselves. Do you know how I usually describe people like that? Fools. Chad was so angry that he grabbed Chase by the collar. You, he screamed. You dare to call me a fool? I'd like to see you compete with me. Actually, let's put that to the test. Starting today, I'm going to go after Celia with everything I've got. I've been playing nice up to now. Let's see who she chooses in the end. After saying that, he left Chase standing in the entryway. Chase's eyes followed him with cold daggers. His hands were clenched into his fists in his pockets. Chad had crossed the line. Chase buttoned up his jacket and hopped into a taxi to Tim's office. He was going to ask Tim to pull together a big gift for Celia's grandmother's 80th birthday party. In a few days, Celia would be able to hold her head high in front of her family. Around 30 minutes later, Chase made his way back to the hospital to check on Celia. While she was less angry, her frustration had been replaced by sadness. He could tell she was worried about something. He rushed to her side. Celia was holding her phone tightly. Chase, she began. Chad just called to tell me that Dr. Zimmerman won't be following through on the consultation. He has another patient that needs to see and said he doesn't have the time. What do we do? He knew that Roland, who still held the other appointment, the one that he, not Chad, had set up. He wasn't worried. He supposed that Roland had canceled with Chad, unaware that the requests were for the same patient. Dottie was the patient he was already busy with. He smiled and said to her, What's there to worry about? My doctor will come through. It won't be a problem. Seeing his reaction, she grew dissatisfied. She rolled her eyes at him. This is serious, what I'm talking about, and this is your attitude? With your own daughter? Chase held her shoulders and comforted her. You have to believe that in this world, there is no one else who loves Dottie more than me. I just want to tell you that the other patient that Dr. Zimmerman is busy with is Dottie. He is the doctor I contacted. She was confused. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. He reiterated the point. I told you before that the doctor I contacted was Dr. Zimmerman. I guess you didn't hear me. Is that so? She asked, her eyes filled with doubt. Was it really because of him that Roland had canceled his appointment with Chad?
Please subscribe to the Pocket FM YouTube channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Check out our channel for more such exciting shows.